I'm the small one. As 8 years old, I'm smaller than everyone else my age. When I was in the horse school, I had to squeeze in between the bigger kids to get by. Sometimes they bump into me or step on my toe. Sorry, Sophie, I didn't see you, they say. At the playground, little kids always want to play with me. Some even try to boss me around. Don't climb up this slide, little girl. Some kindergartner warned me last week. You might fall and hurt yourself. I think I will be okay, I says. She watched me slide down, her mouth gaping open. My best friend Casey is one of the tallest kids in second grade. Her legs are so long that when she walks, I have to talk to keep up with her. Sometimes grow up ask her, who's your little friend? One day, while I was over at Casey's house, her grandma thought Casey was babysitting me. This is Sophie, Casey explained, my best friend. How sweet, her grandma said. She leaned toward me and smiled brightly. What grade are you in, Sophie? She asked. Second grade, I answered. She blinked in amazement. When she glances over at Casey, is that true? She asked. That really rubs me the wrong way. I used to try to make myself taller whenever I could. My bolster was perfect, as straight and narrow. I hung from tree in our backyard to stretch out my length. As all the rest others, I ate all my vegetables, even the brussels sprouts. Every day I measure myself to see if I had grown any taller. But yeah, grow any taller, but was the same height every time. I was frustrating. I won't, don't worry, Mom says. I let my size slow me down. I don't I don't let my size slow me down, and neither should you. Besides, being small has advantage. I study Mom in surprise. I never thought of her as small, but I suppose she is. Still, I couldn't see any advantage to it. One day, Miss Alvarez announced to the class that we has been putting on a spring play. I stretched out for the lead role. Casey encouraged me. I don't think I will get it, I sighed. Miss Everest probably wants someone bigger. Once she sees how good you are, you will get the part, she said. In the audience, I waited with my classmate in the back of the old auditorium. Well, when it was my turn, I was up to the center of the stage. I had practiced all the lines, but I never got a chance to deliver them. Sophie, Miss Overus cried, you were perfect and an elf. You are just the right size for the costume. When the audition was finished, Mom waited outside for me. Miss Overus made me an elf. I rumbled. That sounds like fun, she said. I don't want to be in the play anymore, he answered. Oh, honey, she says. I know you didn't get the part you want, but I also know you love acting. I will bet you be the best elf in the place. That won't be hard to do. I thought, son, I'm the only elf in the place. It's, I only had 2 lines, but I went to rehearsal just to please mom and dad. Mia got the lead role, a girl wandering through a magical fairy forest in the shot of a long dog. In the last scene, she found a boss under a giant mushroom, and when she opened it, Gus was her mouse. Miss Alvarez's dog, Prince, played the dog role. She brought him to all the rehearsal, and when he was an Austin, we got to play with him. He liked all the attention from the other kids, but he seemed to like me best. The night of the show, my first line came early. Let's ask the fairy queen. Dramatic stop. So as my own other line was toward the end, I waited upstate, taking my turn scratching Prince and scratching myself. As a bonus, the escorting fits me not only like glove but like a thick wool itchy glove. When when it was time for the grand final, Miss Alvarez played brings inside the box, and when the box was brought downstairs. When Mina opened the box, Spring jumped out as planned. But she jumped into the giant's mushroom, which fell over, not splendid. Before Miss Everest could watch him, the frightened dog leaped up and stayed, disappeared underneath it. Miss Everest called him, but he whispered and refused to come out. The light came on the theater, and the audience started to focus up in the seat. The entire class gathered at the edge of the stage. How are we going to get him out of there? Miss Everest asked. Ask small enough to swim in the air. I said I will get him. I crawled through the dirt of the cobweb beneath the stage until I reached his bridge. In the dark, I could hardly see him, but talking to him softly, he dissed my face. When they emerged together, the audience clapped and cheers. I guess every dog had its day. In fact, we got more appreciation than the star of the end of the show. My parents were proud, and so was I. After that, I stopped worrying so much about my size. In fact, I decided that Mom was right. After all, being small has some advantage.
You're amazing. A perfect score.